Hey everybody, real quick lesson here on how to fix a neck pig or pin, whatever it is, whatever the name is. People call it neck pig, neck pin. This figure's already done. I actually don't have one I can do, but I'm going to show you what I did. These are the tools you need. You need a dremel tool with a very, very small bit, either a drill bit or a grinding bit that'll remove and make a hole the diameter of a paper clip. And you want a paper clip about this size. You want a good strong, so you notice it's about the right diameter to it, right? It's very similar to it. And you want this gauge of wire because you don't want to lose the strength of that piece once you've cut it. You've got hot water to remove the head or replace the head. You've got Insta-Set and super glue. Now I use both. So I use super glue gel and I use Insta-Set readily. And you need some good clippers that'll cut this wire, okay? So now, even though I'm not going to completely make it from scratch, I'm going to show you what I did on this guy. This is the one I did the video of the BDS Batman. And I'm not afraid to do this because I've done this before. So I'm going to take this guy and I'm just going to stick his head and neck down into the water. And it doesn't matter if I get a little of the water on the post. I'm not worried about the condition of anything as the water dries. It's not permanently going to damage it. Yes, I could use a hot gun. Yes, I could do all that. I'm heating the head, the neck, the posts, and the inner neck post. And I'm going to have to heat that neck post too. So you got a Kleenex here or something. And this guy comes right off. See, he's right off of there. All right. Keep him handy. Here's the reworked neck post, neck pig, whatever you want to call it. I guess that's the right name. Okay, I'm going to use this as my pointer. Well, actually, I can take that out. Nope, let's do this. Let's go ahead and just take it out. Subdue that in that water. None of this takes a long time. None of this damages the figure. None of this is that big a deal. It's really not a big deal. All right, it comes right out. Now, always blow it out. Dry it out, and that'll be your neck, right? This is a finished one. This is one I would normally hey, I'm not going to do this, but I don't mind because you need to see how it's done. The head, blow it out and get the water out. That's repainted, redone, reworked, ready to go. I don't know if you can see it clearly, but the hole for the neck pig is in there. All right, what I did was I cut. This guy was about this much longer. Well, it's important for you to see the difference. You see where I cut it. It was about that much long. It was a pretty long piece. And it made his head rest up here. Now already that makes his shoulders look a lot narrower because, yeah, you can do this and that. But it's set way up here and it changed his dynamics. But you want to lower it down onto that neck. That not only makes the neck length down inside that cowl look more realistic, but it actually visually makes his shoulders wider. Because this height is smaller, that's bigger. That doesn't change. So it actually changes the dynamics of the body. All right, let's get back to this, the neck pig itself. Okay, what I did was I cut it off. Like I literally snipped and, took me a razor knife. I think I've got one handy over here. You might need a razor knife. And I trimmed it fairly flat across. I then dremeled down into each half. And it was hard to do. It wasn't easy to do, but if you can handle a Dremel, you can do it. I dremeled down into the post piece and into the ball. And when you do that, sometimes it melts onto there. And you have to trim the excess off the end. You would have to do it with a drill bit. But I found these little bits are easier to clean than a screw type, drill. So when you go into it, you just kind of push. You don't push too hard, and you'll have excess, and you'll pull it out, trim it off, go a little further, until you get the depth you want. Then you have a length of this. You literally do this, cut it about that long. That's about as long as you want it. Get where I can hold him. Well, problem with that, so I don't have good. I've got big old fat fingers. So, okay, that's about how long you want the pin. Okay, that's it. Now you're going to put half that pin in the hole. Say there's a hole drilled there. You'd put half the pin into the ball and glue that. You would use super glue, dip this into the super glue, put it in there, spritz it with the Instaset, and get the ball glued with the pin so that you've got a piece of pin sticking out of the ball. You want this little piece with a piece of pin sticking out. All right? That's glued, set, good. You're going to turn around. You're going to have this neck of this piece right here. And you're going to drill down into that neck as far as you need to so that, now that you've got the ball with the pin, you want the other half of the metal. And you can always clip some off. I mean, the beauty of gluing it into the ball is you leave a little more than you need. So when you test fit it in here, if you really don't want to Dremel all day, but you want to Dremel enough to just hold it, just clip a little bit of the pin off. And then as long as it fits, you're done. Take some super glue gel, put it on the edge of the hole, push the pin down into that, compressing the ball up against the flat. Once it's flat, spritz it with the Instaset, let it harden, and you're done. Now for security, what I did, I came back and put some extra super glue because this lower edge of the ball doesn't matter. So put a little extra super glue around the edge to hold it. It'll kind of grip the outside. Instaset that. Once this guy's done, right? Once he's done with everything I just told you, you just reheat this nozzle, the area of the neck. Again, that's piping hot water. I put almost a full cup of water and do it for 2 minutes. I mean, it's bubbling when I pull it out of a microwave. Now, check this out. That's boiling hot water, so that guy just goes right in there. It's not challenging the strength of my reworked ball because it's reinforced. And it's super glued. It's reinforced with super glue and with the metal pin. Now, cool thing about this head, only heat the top part of the head, just like to his eyes. You don't have to do the whole thing because the hole for this, for the pig, is in the top part of the head. It's just up there in that upper reach of the head. So only that need be softened, and then you just take him, pop him on, and he is fully posable. He's everything you want him to be. He's fully posable. He's good to go. Now, I'm sorry I couldn't have demonstrated this in front of you live. I would love to have done that. It would take longer than I've actually got video capability. And to be honest with you, it's done, and I want you to see it successfully done. So as long as you've got your pieces, coat hanger, or not coat hanger. If you want a really strong reinforcement, use a coat hanger wire. But this is big enough, a larger size, wider diameter paper clip. You see the size of it, not a little dinky one. Clipper, super glue, Instaset for the super glue, Dremel with bit that will go into the halves, figure, hot water, and you're done. So that's how you get your shortened neck. Now see, it's down, almost the chin is right down in that little hollow. He looks good. Shoulders look wider. Head's on good. And he's everything you want him to be. Hope that helps. Give a holler if you need any more, if you have any more questions. And we'll see you next time.